Hello folks, this is Mason Rothman from Project Geo, and today I'm here with James Pardue. James, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about the company and the product that you got here for us.
I certainly will, Mason, and thank you for the opportunity to be with you today. So my name is James Pardue, and I'm with IkeGPS, and I'm the Vice President of Global Sales for our government practice. And what we've invented is this amazing new technology that's really quite useful in that what we do is that we have created a device that's called a Spike that allows you to be able to attach that to a smartphone or to a tablet, and it solves some very unique problems that are out there in the geospatial industry, such as how do I remotely GPS locate, or how do I remotely measure something if I can't actually get access to it. And so how we do that is we've made it as simple as being able to take a photo with the Spike solution. It's a laser rangefinder that attaches to your smartphone or to your tablet, along with an app that's good for the Android or for an Apple. And then just from there, it's about taking a photo and then drawing measurements from there. If you'd like to see it, I'll show you.
Can we please get a quick demo?
Absolutely, I'd be more than happy to.
Thanks so much, James.
So what I'll do is I'll switch actually to a tablet to enable so that your camera can see that a little bit easier. But you'll see that the configuration that here is that we have the tablet version along with an iOS device, which is an iPad mini, gives us a little bit more real estate. So to be able to measure a feature or anything within it, all we have to do is to be able to point to that feature and then be able to take a photo of that. From that photo, what we do is that we then align the photo so that we can create, be able to create an adjustment to the photo so that it has the correct adjustment to the pixels, because we have to adjust for the angles for which we've taken this photo.
So now you're putting it at all the corner points is what you're basically doing, aligning it.
Exactly right, and I'm doing this just a little quick for the demo. But then once I do that, then I have the capability to be able to measure areas and lengths of everything from the door to other things such as the sign. And of course I'm doing this just a little bit quick and easy for the demo, but I can also, so I'm being a little sloppy here, but be able to measure distances, anything within that plane for which I've established on that photo. And then of course, a lot of questions that we get is that, well, that's great that you can do that area and you can do that measurements, but how useful really is that data? Well, what's great is that all this information can be saved and be geospatially relevant, so that I can export this out as a JPEG with these measurements on it. I can export it out as an XML, as a PDF, or a KMZ, any multiple different ways that somebody in the geospatial industry would find to be able to harvest this type of data and be able to do useful things with it. And what we like to say is that we turn doing mobile GIS by using the Spike solution from being okay to being great. We turn a tablet or to a smartphone using Spike into a geospatial smart tool. We capture about 5 times the data that you normally would with just a tablet or a smartphone. We also have created capabilities to be able to measure in 3D space as well. And so I'll put this down here for a second and move over.
Now, what would be your max range? Let's say that there was something, across the conference hall here, et cetera. What's the max range for measuring?
So the max range for a Spike is 200 meters, which is really quite good for just about any application out there to be able to do location or do measurement. And what's also nice too is with that 200 meter range is that I can point, click, and shoot any number of different objects just from a simple point. So that really speeds up that data collection capability, because I can shoot it from one point and shoot 1, 2, 3, 4, any number of objects around me, as long as I'm capturing photos, hitting it with the laser, and then I have that capability to do those measurements. So it's a great tool.
So you said it works on Android and iOS. What would be the price point for this version here?
Well, that's actually one of the great benefits of this, is that the device itself is $499.
Wow, that's cheap.
That is inexpensive. And then the use of the app is free. So it's really meant to be able to solve for that problem. How do I get more people out into the field than rather having expensive survey grade types of solutions where I can only have one person, whereas for the same price I can have 20 people going out using a Spike device.
Now you have a special edition also for the government now, don't you?
So yes, that is actually true, right? So for those who really want the big boy tool to go out there, this is something that we call an IKE. And the IKE is the bigger brother of the Spike, and it's a self-ruggedized unit where it has its own GPS, it has its own compass and inclinometer, has all the capabilities where it has its own camera and its own laser. This has a range, this answers two questions. One is it has an increased range, so we have a version that goes out to 300 meters and 650 meters, but also an accuracy as well. Whereas the accuracy of a Spike is limited to what a smartphone or a tablet would give you, the Spike actually has the capability to be able to do sub-meter and centimeter level of accuracy. So this is the thing that you really want to take out you know, if you're going to be trudging around in the swamps and all those other types of things.
Now, are there dual lenses on this here? I'm trying to see what we have exactly.
Yeah, there is. So there's so just like with the Spike, but it's just a little bit different. There's a laser that is transmitted, and then you need, of course, the capability to receive a laser, and then of course you have for the camera itself, you need to have some optics there as well.
Okay, well, thanks so much for showing us your products today, James. I really appreciate it. Anything else you'd like to add on, or are we good to go?
I think we're good to go, and I thank you for the opportunity to chat with you and share with you our technology. So if you see an opportunity where our technology might be of benefit, we appreciate your referral.
All right, thanks so much, James, once again. And this is Mason Rothman and from Project Geo, and we'll be talking to you soon.